What is up? What is good, guys, and everybody else? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Isekai. It's your boy Fuller, and we're back with another reaction video. This time I will be reacting to Surviving in Noxus Dev Diary. I enjoyed the last dev video that I did. It was the KDA one, and I enjoyed getting to know or to see how the process of creating these videos was, how it went, basically speaking, and why the characters are the way they are. That's what I'm hoping that we get into this. We get in this video, like more information on Noxus and stuff, because the devs might be able to tell us some insight on the characters' behaviors or the characters' designs, or why they did what they did, or why they were designed the way that they were designed, which is pretty interesting stuff. To me anyways. Anyways, without further ado, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you do, please do leave a like, sub to the channel, and leave a comment down below telling me what your thoughts were on this video. And yeah, there you go.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Ant Reynolds-Lene and I'm a senior writer on the world building team.
Hi there, I'm Maisie and I'm a concept artist on the world building team.
That's good.
And today we're going to be talking a little about Noxus. Noxus is a massive expansionist, aggressive empire. It's constantly moving its borders out. It's actually one of the biggest empires in Runeterra, as well as one of the oldest. But it's also one of the most culturally inclusive places. They're constantly bringing more people into the empire, which to them adds strength to the empire.
Traditionally, Noxus has always been portrayed as the bad guys or the evil faction. So today we'd like to take a closer look at them.
I don't know if they're bad,
some of the nuances and details that make them
I mean, they do what they do, yeah.
Noxus
Technically,
is situated on land that's very arid and devoid of resources, which makes it hard for them to grow any crops. And because it's so hard for them to sustain themselves, they've taken to expanding outwards and conquering other nations.
Which makes sense.
So
I mean, they're just doing what they have to do to survive.
It's actually built around an ancient fortress called the Immortal Bastion.
Oh.
The Immortal Bastion was actually a castle that was built by Mordekaiser way in the past. He was a tyrant, and all these different barbarian tribes that lived in the area actually combined their forces to overthrow him. And once they finally overthrew him, they took the Immortal Bastion as their own, and that is what started the Noxian Empire. So Noxus is truly huge. It's expanded in all sorts of different areas. So in the north, it's expanded up towards the Freljord, pushing into the Freljord up there. In the south, it's pushed into Shurima. It's actually taken over a whole bunch of the northern Shuriman cities. It hasn't taken on Zorn yet. It's neutral with those guys. It uses that as a trade port, but you can tell that in the future they might be taking a bit more interest there. So that
like as we've seen in
they had an attack against
Arcane,
but that did not go so well. But it's only a matter of time before they try and push their border back out that way. So
Noxus doesn't always conquer their territories violently. In many cases, some of these cities tend to want to bend the knee to Noxus because they get great benefits in trade and protection.
Yeah, I mean...
As an example of a simulation, here's one of a northern Shuriman harbor where Noxians have, instead of taking over the city, set up this port of call and enclave where they've started to live amongst the locals and take on some of their customs.
This kind of reminds me of Genghis Khan.
Wearing Shuriman clothing, even though he's from Noxus, in order to gain favor with the locals.
Oh, look at that! Some diplomacy, fam.
Primarily, this is martial and physical strength.
Yeah.
Although Noxus acknowledge strength in all its different forms. So if you're a very successful trader, or if you're politically inclined, you too can find great success in Noxus.
Noxus's view on strength is exemplified by a notion that they call the Tripharics. The Tripharics, otherwise known as the principles of strength, are the three aspects of strength that they've identified which they believe that Noxus needs to be strong in all of these areas. And those three areas are might, vision, and guile. Their idea is that they need to be strong in all of these, and if they're weak in one area, it can actually bring the whole of Noxus down. So the Tripharics is also the name given to the tri-leadership of Noxus. This was an idea that Swain has brought in. Rather than having a singular emperor, Noxus is actually led by three leaders. One each who represents one of those principles of strength. So you've got Swain who represents vision, you've got Darius who represents might, who is the leader of the military side of things, and an unnamed sort of faceless figure who represents guile.
Yeah.
Now one of the ideas with this concept is that a single emperor can always be fallible and could bring Noxus down. But if you've got three leaders there, they can each hold each other more accountable.
It is a lot more stable.
Noxus is a faction rife with symbology, and so the Tripharics is
its own problems
represented throughout the empire. One of these instances is through the Noxian crests. If we look at the Noxian crests, The eyes represent vision, the pillars at the bottom represent might, and the blades represent guile.
Oh, that's interesting, fam.
The
Yeah.
Trifarix is also represented by its architecture, such as this Noxian Tower, which shows the 3 pillars of strength. In much of Noxus, people tend to build homes and structures that are imposing and commanding to reflect their belief in the principle of might.
When Noxus goes to war, it's very different than a place like Demacia going to war. Demacia is very uniform, very regimented. Noxus is very different from that. It's not chaos, but there's
these
strength
concept
in all the
arts
variety
are
and
fire.
diversity of the different ways its warbands fight.
War Masons are a distinct branch of the Noxian military, and they scout ahead and are responsible for engineering feats such as bridges, structures, anything that the Noxian army might need to expand outwards. Of all the warbands, the Trifarian Legion is the most elite and the most feared. It's led by Darius himself, and they're so named to reflect the core principles of Noxus. Many warriors from the other warbands would give an arm and a leg to be part of this legion. Aside from having a really large army, Noxus is also very open to experimenting with new things and constantly adapting and changing as new ideas and people flood into the empire.
I fucks with Noxus.
So one of the new technologies
Honestly.
that Noxus is experimenting with are black powder weapons, and they've also been taking an interest in Piltover and Zon due to the high levels of technology found there.
Magic is also just regarded as just another powerful tool in their arsenal. So it's the kind of thing that they would be looking for different mages to bring into Noxus to hone their powers for the betterment and strength of Noxus. It's the kind of place where they might embrace things that other cultures might have a few more taboos around. As an example of that is like bringing Scion back. They would just see this as a great thing for Noxus because he's this powerful.
Bringing
warlord.
Scion?
Other people might be like, I don't know if you should be doing that.
Who's that?
Noxus also makes use of a lot of creatures throughout the Empire, whether it's in their war efforts or in their civilian life. So, for example, they might have living battering rams or beasts of burden that pull their war machines. And in daily life, they might have
that looks
a Drake
fire.
hound, especially if they're rich and noble, as a display of wealth and power. We hope you guys enjoyed this look into Noxus, and if you'd like to know more, we have new art and new bios on Universe, so please check it out.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, somebody did tell me something about checking out the Universe website. I would do that probably today, probably after I'm done recording for today. This was interesting. Wait, I have to go back because I missed the name of that thing.
Hi, Ron.
What was that? The dragon-looking thingy. Let's see. Right here.
Or beasts of burden that pull their war machines. And in daily life, they might have a Drake hound, a special...
A Drake hound? Drake hound? That looks dope, fam. Honestly speaking. That looks fire. Yo. But of course, fam. Like the way Noxians are like the way they are designed, right? This suits them. Honestly speaking, this animal right here suits them. The other one as well, the one that they showed us as well. Man, these look dope. I have to check out the others. But yeah, this was a great video, fam. I got quite a bit of information on this one. All right. So the Immortal Bastion. I think I've heard that before somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. Somebody might have mentioned it in the comments. I'm just not sure. But yeah, modifier. What was his name? He was the one who built the Immortal Bastion before Noxus was a thing. Is that what I'm getting from this? Is he also like a character in LOL? Curious. You guys can let me know. Seems like a cool guy. I mean, for him to have built that and for Noxus to have actually chosen that to be like the where the city begins and where it concentrates on, that's pretty dope. I would bet that he is probably a cool character if he is an actual character. I honestly speaking like Noxus a lot. Because Noxus, okay, mostly because of how inclusive they are, right? They as the devs say, they acknowledge they acknowledge strength in all its forms, which is very, very interesting and forward thinking. You know, it's like, where if somebody is better than you in a specific field, that person, no, even if that is not just raw power, that person is a very important, you know, commodity, or is a very important asset. Yes, better word for it. He or she is a very important asset to the empire, fam. Honestly speaking, so I like that, you know, they recognize that, and they use that to for the prosperity of the nation. Of which it also makes sense, they because they require it to survive, right? They like they say, the land is barren, doesn't have that many resources and stuff like that, so they adapted, you know, in order for them to survive. And you know, that makes sense, that makes a lot of sense. And I like that, you know, they represent their the three things that they, or the three forms of power that they actually recognize the most, which is might, vision, and guile, right? In they represent them in the triferics, right? And in just like the infrastructure and the crest, that's pretty cool. I have no, I won't lie, fam. What the hell is guile? I've heard that word before. I've never used it. I have no idea what it is. Let me just do a quick Google search here. Guile, what the hell is that? Anyways, I'll be talking whilst I'm searching for that. Darius representing strength. Swain representing vision. Why does Swain represent vision? Oh, wait. He is pretty smart, right? He is pretty smart. Cause from the story that I heard, right, he bested was it a demon or something like that? And he did it using tactics, strategy. Cause I'm pretty sure that demon was way stronger than him. That demon was way stronger than him. So yeah, he should be pretty smart. Okay. And guile. Cheerful, merry, bright. Is that right? The fuck? Wait, is that right? Or am I searching for the wrong word here? Cheerful, merry, bright. That's what I'm getting from just googling this thing. I did not expect that from Noxus. Oh, man, it shows my short-sighted. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. They are a kingdom. People do need to be happy as well, fam. It's not like it's all just war and fighting and just gloom and doom and like, bruh. Alright, it makes sense. I like that. I really do like that. But then the way they represented the characters as well, all masked up and stuff, you know, the mystery to it and stuff. Why is that? Maybe they can't put a face on cheerfulness, merriness, and brightness, I guess. Maybe I'm just guessing here, but that's pretty interesting. If you guys know, let me know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know why I still have this type of mentality on Noxus, but because I mean this should not be surprising, because like they say, the inclusive, you know, the forward thinking and stuff like that. So yeah, this makes sense. Anyways, so they have like different legions, also like different sections of their military. Did they say they are the most diverse They have the most diverse military force. I mean, which would make sense if they're so inclusive and stuff, right? Which is pretty cool. The war masons were pretty cool. Because I mean, if you're going to war using that type of technology, you do need people who will be building your stuff on spot. Which I'm pretty sure, yes, like I was saying, these guys actually do remind me of Genghis Khan, right? Because like the what you call it? Shit, how am I forgetting what these guys are called? Fuck. My brain done froze, fam. Oh, my brain is froze. Okay, but his military and his rule and stuff like that, they were very inclusive as well, right? They would go to different. They'll go to different. They'll conquer different places, right? And then they would include like bring in the people like who were willing to get absorbed by the empire, which is pretty cool. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but it's just interesting to see. And the way like when they said like some of us like a lot of the empires actually like in the game or yeah in LOL, some of the empires would or some of the places would actually not want to go to war with the Noxians, right? They'll rather just bend the knee. Yeah, Genghis would actually tell them the places as well, like, hey, you guys can just bend the knee right now, or else we're coming to war. And a lot of them would be like, yeah, we don't want to fuck with these guys, fam. So yeah, that's why like gives me that type of that's why it reminded me of these guys. And they also did use engineers and stuff like that, because if I am not mistaken, they did capture they did capture a lot of Chinese engineers, whom they used to create siege weapons for them, which they used to then invade. Was it Beijing back then? When it was an entirely walled off city. If I'm not, I'm not mistaken. I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that was Beijing that was sieged by them. Which yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it, but it's interesting. It is. So that's why these guys like they remind me a lot about them. Oh, the Mongols. Yes. Damn. It was right there. I just couldn't bring it out, man. All right. Anyways, yeah, they reminded me of the Mongols like a lot. The Trifarian Legion, sorry, pretty cool. So everybody wants to be a part of them. They're that badass. I mean, they're led by Darius himself, so hey, they have to be that badass, bro. Like the way they were designed, that shit was amazing. That shit looked fire. Yo, like everything about the Noxian's design is fucking amazing, man. It just drips strength, fam. It honestly speaking just drips strength. Plus the whole all black armor thing, fam. That is, who doesn't like an all black suit, fam? I mean, like piece of armor or a piece of wear of of clothing. It's fire, bro. It's fire. All black, all day, every day. Okay. Who is Serene? Siren? Yeah, who is Siren? I'm not sure if I should know that character yet, but they were like, the Noxus would consider bringing Siren back because he is very powerful, but everybody else would be like, I don't think that's a good idea, fam. Which is pretty interesting. I'm confused who Siren is. Wait, is Siren the first? Is Siren the demon that Swain fought against? Or was he the first or the previous king of Noxus? I'm not sure. I think somebody must have told me about that person before. I just don't remember who that was. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did, which is a lot. Anyways, if you did, please do leave a like, sub to the channel, and leave a comment down below telling me what your thoughts were on this video. And yeah, later.